After crushing opposition voices, jailing critics and siding with terrorist nation like Pakistan, Turkish President Erdogan has come up with something new. He wants to rewrite Turkey's constitution. But here is the real question. Is this about democracy, or is Erdogan just trying to stay in power forever? Let's start with understanding what's happening. On Tuesday, Erdogan announced that he has appointed 10 legal experts to start working on a brand new Turkish constitution. On paper, it sounds noble, like he is trying to modernize the old system. But when you dig deeper, many are asking, is this just a backdoor way for Erdogan to extend his presidency beyond 2028? Under Turkey's current constitution, Erdogan is not allowed to run again unless there is an early election or the rules are changed. And guess what? That's exactly what critics fear he is planning on. Erdogan has ruled Turkey for over 2 decades now, first as the prime minister, then as president, and each time the law limited his power, he either bent it or rewrite it. In March, one of his most popular opponents, Istanbul's mayor Ekrem İmamoğlu, was arrested. That sparked nationwide protests. İmamoğlu is young, charismatic, and widely seen as the opposition's best hope in the next election. Erdogan clearly sees him as a threat. This isn't the first time İmamoğlu has been targeted. In 2022, he was sentenced to jail and banned from politics for insulting Turkey's election council. The ban is still under appeal, and this year more charges, this time relating to corruption and alleged links to PKK, a Kurdish militant group. With his opponent silenced, jailed or banned, Erdogan's timing to push for a new constitution suddenly makes more sense, or I should say everyone concerned. So what's Erdogan's excuse? Because such people always come up with some sort of excuse and explanation. It may not make any sense, but they still say it out loud. He says the current constitution was written after the 1980 military coup and still carries a coup era mindset. He wanted a document shaped by people, not the military. It sounded like a powerful argument. After all, who wouldn't want to get rid of a military-imposed constitution rulebook? But there is a twist. Always is. Erdogan's actions over the years have become more authoritarian, not less. He's cracked down on media, jailed journalists, arrested military officials and civil servants over alleged coup links, even banning social media at times. So when he says he's doing this for quote-unquote democracy, people aren't buying it. Here is the real strategy. His party doesn't have enough votes in parliament to pass a new constitution on its own. That's why many believe that Erdogan is trying to strike a deal with pro-Kurdish parties, possibly by promising peace talks with the PKK to secure the extra votes that he needs to pass this constitution. But why now? What's the urgency? Because opinion polls show Erdogan is trailing behind İmamoğlu. The public mood is shifting, inflation high, the economy is struggling, and there is growing frustration with Erdogan's grip onto power for more than 2 decades now. With the 2028 elections looming, Erdogan might be feeling the heat and trying to lock in his political future before it's too late. So while Erdogan claims this is about national progress and democratic reform, critics argue it's just another chapter in a long playbook of power grabs. Whether it's silencing rivals or rewriting the rules, one thing is quite clear. Turkey's democracy is walking a dangerous tightrope, and what Erdogan is doing is certainly making it worse.